downtown Spokane. This is 4 News Now, Special Edition.
Well, you're looking at a live shot of downtown Spokane. That's our Alexandra Cohen Yards in front of the parade there that's happening. The Lilac City Parade just begun there. And that's for the annual Armed Forces Torchlight Parade, weaving its way through downtown. We will take you out there in just a few minutes to hear from Alexandra on that. We've got a lot of that coming up, but first, we want to show you the storm system moving in. Parade officials say it's going to happen, rain or shine. Jason Valentine tracking those showers.
Yeah.
And it looks like there's a pretty ominous set of clouds out there. Anything we should worry about?
Well, the good news, most of the rain now is Cheney to the South Hill. Hopefully that misses the downtown area with the parade, but we do have a good chance of seeing some shower activity at some point for the parade goers. Again, these dark, ominous clouds just to the south of downtown. So good so far, but taking a look at our radar, we do have shower systems coming in from the west. And again, we think that this is the one that is going to be hitting Spokane here in the next hour, though we do have showers really in the vicinity. But the good news, 3 hours ago, we had lightning throughout the northwest. That has slowed down, so the danger for the Lilac Parade is not as severe as it could have been, though we could still see a little bit of lightning as we head into the evening. The cool temperatures continue for our areas. Look at this. We are nowhere near our average, which is around 68, 69 until we get to our next weekend. So cool conditions will be sticking with us. For our evening planner, we are going to dry up and just maybe a hint of showers after we get to midnight. But tomorrow for your Sunday, more shower activity is expected. We expect more on Monday as well. Let's take another look at the systems. And we have the system going right through Cheney. It is looking to clip the South Hill and hopefully move on to the east. But we have another system just to the west, which should bring some shower activity to most of the Spokane area in about an hour. We're going to be keeping an eye on that all night, Jordan, as we're moving along with the show.
Yeah, well, we will check back in on the Lilac Festival Armed Forces Torchlight Parade. On your screen here is kind of a route of the parade beginning on Washington and zigzagging through downtown before ending up on Spokane Falls Boulevard. Our Alexandra Cohen Yards joined us live from the parade. And Alexandra, there are a ton of families there. I saw this morning people leaving their lawn chairs along the route just to reserve a front row seat to this.
That's right, Jordan. That touch of rain and clouds is not stopping people from coming out to enjoy the parade tonight. With an estimated 80,000 people in attendance, we have quite a big crowd, and it's a little noisy here too, as I'm sure you can hear. Now I want you to take a look for yourself at what it looks like here tonight. We have a marching band going through right now, and we have families lined up all along the sidewalk with people of all ages here this Saturday evening to celebrate the city of Spokane and honor our military. But these celebrations have really been an all-day event, including a car show and countless local vendors all throughout the Lilac Marketplace. The festival started in 1938. It's a tradition carried on and organized by volunteers. For many families attending, this festival has become a tradition of their own.
It's a family event that we can come down and be with one another, and you know, that's what it means to me, is family.
Brenda brought her daughter and grandchildren downtown hours before the parade just to get a good spot. And many of the adults I spoke with earlier told me about how they have memories of them either riding on floats or being a part of these marching bands. And I gotta tell you, some of these bands we're hearing and these floats we're seeing are really quite remarkable. And all that to say, truly just such a great way to bring together our community here in Spokane. For now, reporting live, Alexandra Cohen Yards, sending it back to you.
Absolutely. We can feel the energy through the screen there. 80,000 strong enjoying the parade. We'll check back with Alexandra in just a little bit. And before all the rain, there was sunshine. Families enjoying the beautiful weather at the Inland Northwest's largest plein air painting festivals, Brush on the Bluff. The annual festival, put together by Friends of the Bluff and the Botanical Alchemist, brings together nearly 50 artists who all painted outside along a trail in Polly Judd Park.
It started out with 9 artists and we had to beg them. It was a big ask for a lot of local artists, but now we have had to, there's an application process and they come to us, and we have really up and coming artists and some very, very old school professional artists. We have a really great blend.
And families enjoyed food, local vendors, and art workshops. Paintings created at the festival will be displayed and auctioned to support community art projects. And you can find out more information on how to get involved. Just head to our website, KXLY.com. KXLY.com. Well, there are two construction projects in downtown Spokane and the East Central neighborhood that you should plan your Monday commute around. Expect some lane reductions on both Stevens and Washington while crews work on the final phase of the Grind and Overlay project. This is specifically between Spokane Falls Boulevard and 3rd Avenue, right through the heart of downtown. Businesses will remain accessible while this work continues through July. As a part of the Safe Routes to Schools pedestrian improvement project near Francis Scott Elementary, Hartson Avenue will be closed Monday through Friday next week, and there will still be local access on Hartson, but through traffic will be detoured to 2nd and 3rd Avenue. Well, now to a house fire in Hilliard that tore through a fourplex earlier this afternoon. 8 people were inside when it caught fire. One person taken to the hospital with serious injuries. The building sustained significant water and fire damage. 5 adults and 3 children won't be able to return home tonight. There's no word yet on how it started. High schoolers from all across Spokane County spent the day building gardening sheds as a part of an annual construction camp. The event, hosted by the Spokane Home Builders Association, hopes to address the workforce shortage facing the industry by inspiring students to explore careers in the trades.
We have a lot of older people that are retiring out of the trades, and so it's a great industry to get into. You don't need to go to college to make a good living, and so you could work outside in this beautiful weather and have a very rewarding and enjoyable career working in the trades.
And quite the turnout at that event. The one-day event let high schoolers partner with volunteers who work in the trade industry, a unique experience for both parties involved.
I really like it. It's always fun. I always like working with people from the trades, so you have people who know what they're talking about and they're able to guide you. And then also, this is a great place to make friends because they're kind of doing the same stuff you're doing.
And all of those sheds will be donated to the Union Gospel Mission. Students got insight into various construction fields, including carpentry, electrical, and plumbing. Around the Northwest, a dramatic day in a Seattle courtroom this week in the sentencing hearing of Patrick Cooney. Cooney will spend 35 years in prison for the murder of Elijah Lewis in a 2023 traffic dispute. Now, Cooney was riding a scooter through Seattle's Capitol Hill neighborhood back in April of 2023. He was driving a car and pulled into traffic. Lewis was driving a car and pulled into traffic, apparently not seeing Cooney's scooter. The simple dispute escalated into yelling, and then Cooney pulled out a gun and fired 5 times. One shot hit Lewis's 9-year-old nephew in the passenger seat. One of those shots that went through the back of the car killed Lewis.
He murdered Elijah because I think he wanted to. That he is pulling a gun in situations that he largely provokes against African-American members of our community.
Lewis came from a big family and was well known in the community. His family says with the criminal case now over, the focus should be on Elijah and his legacy. Today in California, police responded to a possible car explosion outside a fertility clinic in Palm Springs. Investigators say they believe the blast outside the American Reproductive Centers was intentional. At least 1 person died in the explosion, another 32 people injured. The business offers fertility treatments such as in vitro fertilization and egg freezing among its services. Witnesses say the back of the building was blown out and the roof had collapsed.
We couldn't leave our patients. We just came out to see if we can see anything for their safety. Yeah, and we had to go back in there and reassure them that everything was going to be okay and that, we can still finish their treatment.
A hospital and some businesses across the street from the fertility clinic had windows blown out because of the explosion. California Governor Gavin Newsom has been briefed about the situation. Well, still to come here, some devastating storms leave a path of destruction from Texas to New Jersey. Dozens have lost their lives as tornadoes and powerful winds tear through communities. We'll bring you the very latest on recovery efforts. And President Trump announces he'll speak with Putin about ending the Ukraine war, while the Vatican offers to host peace talks as a neutral location. The latest diplomatic efforts coming up.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
4 News Now weather is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Casino Resort Hotel.
Rain or shine, day or night, good weather always reigns at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. No matter the weather, winning is better. Your 7-day forecast calls for fun at the Coeur d'Alene Casino.
Coeur d'Alene Casino, winning is just the beginning.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
A penny saved is a lifetime earned. Numerica Credit Union. Money where it matters.
It's the Click It RV Spokane pre-Memorial Day sales event. Huge manufacturer's discounts from Forest River, StarCraft, and more. Get 0 down financing and no payment for 90 days. And get top dollar for your trade. And as our way of saying thank you, active military and veterans get a $500 parts and service card. And talk about giveaways. Win a StarCraft trailer or $30,000 in cash. And get a 65-inch TV with every purchase. Nobody beats a Click It RV deal. We guarantee it. So don't miss the Click It RV Spokane pre-Memorial Day sales event. May 18th through the 30th.
When you get to a point in your life's journey where you are trading one front door for another, sometimes it can be overwhelming. At Orchard Crest, you'll discover a community that embraces you like family. From engaging activities to wellness programs, every aspect of vibrant living is carefully curated for you. Our dedicated staff is here to ensure your comfort, safety, and well-being. Orchard Crest Retirement Community is a world of endless possibilities. To make an appointment for a tour, please call 509-928-2222.
Get ready for the thrill of a lifetime at the Last Stand Rodeo this Memorial Day weekend, May 23rd through the 25th in Coulee City. Presented by Chess Ford and Next Era Energy Resources. Get your tickets online at laststandrodeo.com. Don't miss it.
Welcome back. President Trump says he will be speaking Monday with Russian President Vladimir Putin about ending the war in Ukraine. Trump made the announcement on social media today. It comes after representatives from Ukraine and Russia held face-to-face talks in Turkey on Friday. It was the first time the two countries held direct talks at any level in 3 years. Trump had previously said he does not think there will be a significant breakthrough on peace talks until he speaks directly with Putin. He also says he plans to speak with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and various members of NATO following his talk with Putin. The Vatican is offering to be a neutral spot for Russia-Ukraine talks to end the war, and both sides seem to be considering the proposal. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio acknowledged this offer following his meeting with the Cardinal Matteo Zuppi in Vatican City.
Certainly is a place that I would think that both sides would be comfortable coming. So we are grateful for their long-standing efforts, not simply on trying to broker peace, but on the exchanges of prisoners.
And the Pope said on Wednesday, while addressing Eastern Catholic Church leaders, that the Holy See is always ready to bring enemies together for talks for peace. He's also spoken with President Zelensky, who said he welcomes the Holy See's offer to try and mediate in this war to try and bring about a ceasefire.
Well, folks, we're tracking showers. They have plowed through Cheney, and they're on the way to Spokane if they haven't already gotten here. I have your first alert weather forecast next on your weekend. 4 News Now. Stick with us, everyone.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Go to Lake Casino. Go to Lake Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
The Open House Memorial Sale is on now at R&R RV in Liberty Lake and North Spokane. See the top-selling motorhomes, toy haulers, fifth wheels, and travel trailers from the nation's top brands. Tour our service centers. Stock up in the parts department and enjoy free barbecue Friday and Saturday. Every RV open and marked with a low sale price. Bring your trade. R&R RV is paying our top dollar for almost anything in trade. The Open House Memorial Sale on now at R&R RV Center, Liberty Lake and North Spokane.
Today, Grady turns 1. Already he plans to wrestle alligators, try his hand at the culinary arts, and explore the world. With Dream Ahead College Investment Plan, you can start saving for their future anywhere in the country. Don't borrow your children's future, build it at 529.wa.gov.
For over 25 years, Dr. Arvind Chaudhry and Summit Cancer Centers has remained true to 3 core values. 25 years of coming together to develop the most complete and personalized treatment plans available. 25 years of providing the most advanced treatments and non-invasive radiosurgery in the country. 25 years of taking you on a healing journey from diagnosis to recovery.
And we are not stopping there. We will continue to offer the most comprehensive cancer treatment in the Northwest.
Summit Cancer Centers. Integrated, innovative, inspired.
You gesture, the world responds. Any car that doesn't offer that sense of control is a car that stops short of amazing.
You'll love Yachtly Crew, a 7-piece SoCal band who has started a nationwide yacht rock craze. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, July 3rd. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
4 News Now is brought to you by MJ. Tickets on sale at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Checking in now on the festivities happening in downtown. A little dark out there at the Lilac Parade. A couple of floats making their way down the street, and it looks like the big takeaway we're seeing, at least from this shot, a lot of hoods up, people trying to stay warm and beat the rain out there, Jason.
And hopefully stay dry. We do have showers in the vicinity. Some starting to get into downtown. I've been to the Lilac Parade. I worked for a radio station.
Oh, yeah.
And we threw out T-shirts to the people. We had to remind people, don't fight kids.
Really?
T-shirts.
That was what the T-shirt said?
No.
Oh, okay.
People were actually trying to get...
to pull it away from the...
It's like, can we let the kids have it?
Agreed.
But anyways, we hope people are safe out there. And again, hope they have a bit of an umbrella. We do have some showers in the region, and they're going to continue for the next hour or so. So if you are heading out anytime soon, and you can see Spokane is looking very dark. 55 as well for Coeur d'Alene, Sammy Hagar's least favorite temperature. So we're looking at spotty rain to T-storms. It looks like the thunderstorm chance, though, has passed, at least for today. Hopefully that is the case. Chilly temperatures continue, warming next weekend, finally, and breezy winds into tomorrow. So here's our radar, kind of a wide swath of what's going on. Quite a bit of thunder and lightning that went through the Tri-Cities region. Spokane, they saw some lightning about 3 hours ago, but that has, of course, passed. So a quicker look, and these are the systems which are heading towards downtown. So there is going to be some rain and then some more rain right behind it. So for the next hour to hour and a half, we're going to be seeing more shower activity coming in. It should be mostly light, so that is the good news. But Sheeny saw a pretty good cell come through. It is starting to die down as it heads in. Coeur d'Alene could see a little bit residual, but most of it is headed towards Spokane and the surrounding areas. So for our forecast radar, we could see just a little bit more as we get into our late night, but look at all of the shower systems in the western part of Montana, almost engulfing that part of the state. So as we move into tomorrow, more shower activity in your morning and into the evening, and then another batch coming in for the early evening. That'll move on. Then Monday, we have another batch coming in late morning. And folks, we could see some heavy showers coming in the afternoon and the latter part of the evening. So pretty much on and off showers for the next couple of days, almost exactly with what we've seen for the past couple of days. So winds right now, we're seeing a little bit of gusts in Spokane as those showers are starting to come in. 14 mile per hour for Coeur d'Alene. We do expect to see similar conditions tomorrow. So current temperatures, we are chilly. We're in the mid-50s pretty much across the board. That is more than 10 degrees off our average for this time. Not next week, so the coming week, but the week afterwards, we do have above average temperatures on the way. We've been going 3 weeks since Bloomsday below average temperatures. We finally have some light at the end of the tunnel, or some sunlight at the end of the tunnel. So for your Sunday tomorrow, more shower activity starting in the morning, off and on through your early evening. Then we'll settle down again Monday, a little bit of shower activity. And as we move on, we just steadily warm up as we head towards our next weekend. And then we'll be seeing, hopefully, the return of mid-70s to possibly lower 80s. But darn it, after the past 3 weeks that we've had, Jordan, I will take even lower 70s. Warmer temperatures on the way. We just got to wait.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that looks like paradise compared to what we've been through. Well, those downtown for the parade may have noticed the plywood covering a hole in the front of River Park Square. That hole was made by a car that smashed into the mall around 9 o'clock Thursday night. According to Spokane police, the driver, 20-year-old Omar Khairi, was speeding east down Main Street from Lincoln, and he first hit a parked car before losing control and crashing into the front of River Park Square. Spokane police say that he was taken to the hospital for minor injuries. He's been charged with reckless driving, but showed no signs of impairment at the scene of the crash. Despite the damage to the building, the mall's director of marketing says she's just grateful no one was seriously injured.
None of the businesses were impacted. It was pretty isolated. It happened later in the evening, so we're really fortunate.
River Park Square welcomed customers back the next day with normal hours. Crews have been assessing the damage, but there's still no timeline for when repairs will be completed. Turning now to one of the top stories online, plans that would have made Spokane one of the leading aerospace testing cities in the country have been put on hold. That's because the U.S. Department of Commerce pulled $48 million in funding for the project. The goal of the project was to bring manufacturers to the Inland Northwest to set up their plants. Spokane Mayor Lisa Brown released a statement reading, quote, "This stunning reversal undermines the hard work and public and private partners who have spent years preparing for this investment and the economic opportunities it will bring." The mayor also calling on Congress to reverse this decision. U.S. Representative Michael Baumgartner also releasing a statement reading, quote, "The department is walking away from a selection process it has already completed, undermining the work of more than 50 committed local, academic, federal, and industry partners who stepped up in good faith." You can find the full story on our website, kxly.com. Warmer weather may still be a week or so out, but local firefighters are already promoting safety this summer. How the department plans to incentivize safe behavior this year with a little help from Super One Foods. Plus, more than 90 million Americans impacted by destructive storms. After the break here, we'll take you to the hardest hit areas where residents are picking up the pieces of their shattered communities.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Seems like everyone's going country these days. Let me show you how it's done. Yep, that Nashville hot sweet heat is here on my 100% all-white meat popcorn chicken starting at $5.99. Tastes good to go country. Get so much more.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
One great idea can change your life.
That's the American dream right there. I want to be on a team with you.
Emmy-winning Shark Tank, Fridays 8, 7 Central on ABC.
Tune in to Shark Tank, Fridays at 8 p.m. on ABC4. Sponsored locally by WSECU.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Go to Lake Casino. The winning is just the beginning. So you're looking for something to do? We got you. Want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you wanna do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Go to Lake Casino. At the Go to Lake Casino. Go to Lake Casino. The winning is just the beginning.
This is the Tempur-Pedic Breeze mattress, and it's designed to help you feel cool. So no more sweating all night, no kicking off the covers or blasting the air conditioning, because only the Tempur-Pedic Breeze is made with our one-of-a-kind cooling technology that pulls heat away from your body, so the mattress feels up to 10 degrees cooler all night long.
And for a limited time, save up to $500 on select adjustable mattress sets and get a $300 gift. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
Life is an opportunity to grow, to feel, to excel. Life moves at its own pace, daring you to keep up. Life pushes you to be better, to go farther. Life has you here. We're just here to help.
Some people think going country is cheesy. I agree. Like deliciously cheesy. Yep, your favorite mozzarella sticks are back. Now with that Nashville hot sweet heat, starting at $3.50. Get so much more under $4.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
4 News Now is brought to you by STCU and Volunteers Count.
Welcome back. Parts of the heartlands to the East Coast are cleaning up following an outbreak of severe weather. At least 27 people have been killed in 3 states, including Kentucky, Missouri, and Virginia. Hundreds of thousands of customers without power now. The storms may have triggered a number of tornadoes. This was the scene in Morganfield, Kentucky, where the storm flattened many homes. ABC's Alex Stone is in Laurel County, Kentucky, with more.
Residents surveying the damage following deadly storms from Texas to New Jersey. Over 90 million Americans braving heavy floods, powerful winds, large hail, and tornadoes. Dozens of people killed. Parts of Kentucky hit hard. Homes reduced to rubble in Laurel County, south of Lexington.
We saw stuff falling, and next thing we knew, he said most of the house was gone.
Me and my wife had went to bed there and was asleep. First thing, it lifted my roof off, and then the walls started. You hear the walls coming in, you know. It got my vehicles.
Got everything.
Got all of my buildings, vehicles, everything.
Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear declaring a state of emergency.
We just finished a tour. It's hard to see. Homes that are in a single wall, left standing. Some homes that have all 4 walls, yet lost the person inside.
The mayor of London posting these photos on social media. You can see the path of destruction. Several deaths also confirmed in Missouri.
It's all debris in the road. Oh my God, look at that. And the houses, oh my God.
This video showing a tornado in Bell City. North in St. Louis, a curfew in place due to the danger from the destruction.
The governor and I just got done surveying some of the hardest hit areas here. The devastation is truly tremendous.
Clear Creek, Indiana, south of Indianapolis, also affected.
This is where everybody came. This is where they came to get their mail. They came to have conversation. It used to be a general store years ago. And as a post office with the homes that are around here, this was kind of the meeting point. But you can see there's not a lot left.
Damaging winds are also blamed for the deaths of at least 2 people in northern Virginia killed by fallen trees. Alex Stone, ABC News, Laurel County, Kentucky.
Well, closer to home here around North Idaho, the area continues to be a hot spot for families to move to. And Rathdrum is the latest area under the spotlight. Rathdrum joins Post Falls and Moyie Springs as some of the fastest growing cities in the state. According to new census data, since 2020, more than 3,300 people have moved to Rathdrum, and nearly 1,000 in just the last year. And not everyone in the town is happy about it. Locals say the current infrastructure cannot handle this population spike. There's excessive traffic, limited sidewalks, and of course limited housing. One local we spoke with says the small town charm that Rathdrum once had is gone.
You go to the Super One and people don't want to have a chat with you anymore.
And most people who live in Rathdrum are on septic tanks and rely on Post Falls' wastewater treatment facility for sewage treatment. If Rathdrum's population continues to climb, locals say that's a project the city will likely have to address. And we've got more Lilac Festival coverage coming up here after the break. Our Alexandra Cohen-Yards is live in downtown Spokane and will join us here after the break once again to bring us the latest information.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Get ready for the thrill of a lifetime at the Last Stand Rodeo this Memorial Day weekend, May 23rd through the 25th in Cooley City. Presented by Chess Ford and Next Era Energy Resources. Get your tickets online at laststandrodeo.com. Don't miss it.
For the 3rd year in a row, Sturm Heating proudly stands as one of the top HVAC companies in the greater Spokane region. Our team of over 80 HVAC experts prioritize your comfort and air quality utilizing today's most advanced systems. With 80 years of experience, we embody strength, technical excellence, and community commitment. Trust us for unparalleled service. Discover more at sturmheating.com. Your comfort, our legacy. Sturm Heating since 1945, and we're just getting started.
4 News Now and the Spokane Indians are teaming up to bring you an Education Day game. families will enjoy a day of fun activities, including an educational booklet for each student and a chance to learn about the history of the Spokane Tribe of Indians, all while cheering on your Spokane Indians to victory. And when you come out to the stadium, bring a new or gently used coat to help out Coats for Kids. Come out to the park May 20th. Spokane Indians Education Day Game. Brought to you by these sponsors.
Thinking of upgrading your kitchen? Don't miss your opportunity this Memorial Day at Fred's Appliance, your local veteran-founded, family-owned appliance expert since 1962. Say hello to Cafe Appliance Packages, stunning pairing and trusted features. With GE Cafe, you don't have to compromise style for function. Customize your kitchen to look the way you want with top-of-the-line finishes and looks. Build your GE Kitchen Cafe suite and save up to an additional $3,000 with mail-in rebate.
Recreational fires can cause odors, smoke, and safety issues. You can help by following these rules. Keep your fire 2 feet high and 3 feet across, like this hula hoop. Burn only dry, natural firewood or manufactured logs, and keep all fires at least 25 feet away from structures. Attend the fire at all times and fully extinguish before leaving. Outdoor burning is restricted during fire danger conditions. Go to SpokaneCleanAir.org for details.
Get ready for the thrill of a lifetime at the Last Stand Rodeo this Memorial Day weekend, May 23rd through the 25th in Coulee City. Presented by Chess Ford and Next Era Energy Resources. Get your tickets online at laststandrodeo.com. Don't miss it.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now, Special Edition.
Welcome back to a special edition of 4 News Now. Here's a live look at the 87th Annual Lilac Festival. A little bit dark out there now, that rain really starting to fall. Our Alexandra Cohen-Yarch has been out enjoying the parade all night, and we'll send things back out to her right now. And once we pull her up here on screen, there she is. Alex, the weather not looking terribly great out there, but it doesn't seem like that's impacting the energy or the atmosphere out there.
That is exactly right, Jordan. The rain has picked up a lot since we were last on, but that is not making any difference for the vibe here tonight. So many smiles to still be seen. This crowd is not letting this weather put a rein on their parade. I want you to take a look at yourself at some of the remarkable things that we have seen here tonight. Now, there's not actually any floats or bands going through, but we have seen some great military units, floats, bands, all just, toughing through this hard weather with an estimated 80,000 people in attendance, so quite a big crowd. But these celebrations have been going on all day. Families got their spots in line early, camping out in lawn chairs all day before showtime. Luckily, there was plenty to enjoy with a car show throughout the morning and a lilac marketplace along the parade route.
We've been learning today, people coming from all over the world, really. We've got folks from out of the U.S. that have come for the event. It's just a neat time to gather together to celebrate who we are as Spokane and showcase our best.
The Lilac Festival started in 1938 and has become a cherished family tradition for memory, honoring our military and empowering our youth. Now, while I was standing here, I got to chat with some of the families, and they told me the exact number for when their kid would be coming through and told me stories about when they used to be a part of their parade themselves. Again, showing how deep the roots are for this celebration and festival within our community. For now, reporting live, Alexandra Cohen-Yarch, sending it back to you.
I've got to give you credit, Alex. Toughing that out without an umbrella is impressive. You're doing great out there.
And a smile.
Absolutely, yes. The vibes are great. Now, I mean, talk about, to add on to what Alex was saying, I mean, just one of the many deeply rooted traditions here in Spokane. It just seems like year after year after year, it's not going away anytime soon.
No, and
people love this.
When driving here, you saw all the people who were waiting for hours for this parade, or you saw some this morning.
Yeah.
So it is just a deep roots thing for Spokane. Unfortunately, that cloudburst is kind of going through at the moment. They will be getting relief, though, here very soon, but another round right behind it. And we knew the rain came when you could see the bit of a haze on our sky cam. 55 right now out in Spokane with plenty of showers. And here's that shower system. This is the one that is going through right now, right there. And then we have another one right behind it. So in the next hour, we could see a little bit more rain. But this cloudburst should be coming to an end for the parade goers, so that is some good news. So our high temperature trend, my goodness, we thought it was good news way back 3 weeks ago when Bloomsday, that weekend, On the Friday, we had 80-degree temperatures. Then it cooled down for the runners on Bloomsday. We thought, hey, that's good, a little bit cooler, but it's stuck around, and it's going to be sticking around for another week. But by the time we get to our next weekend, we'll finally get to our average, which is around 68. So warmer temperatures are on the way, but not anytime soon. We may be a little bit residual showers overnight, then on and off showers for your Sunday. So more showers on the way. I'll get you on the timing for that in my full forecast. But for right now, we do have this shower system, which is bringing rain to the Lilac City, but that will be moving to the east very soon. Liberty Lake should see a little bit of shower activity here in about 30 minutes, but a little more shower activity on the way. I'll have much more in my full forecast. Jordan, that's coming up.
All right, Jason, we're looking forward to it. Coeur d'Alene firefighters will be rewarding kids who are staying safe this summer. The Coeur d'Alene Fire Department recently announcing that Super One Foods donated 100 coupons for free small ice cream cones, and these will be given out to kids seen being safe this summer. So if your kid is seen staying safe, like wearing a bicycle helmet while they're out and about, they could get one of these free coupons. A local food bank is moving into a new and improved building, thanks to the help of Mark Peterson and the Extreme team. The Caritas Food Bank has been operating out of a small building next to the City Light Church in northwest Spokane, but the growing need for food means banks like these need a bigger building. And it found a building at the intersection of Ash and Wellesley, but it wouldn't be able to afford all of the upgrades that the building needs without the Extreme team's help.
We had basically lost hope of using that building, and then Mark Peterson and the Extreme team came on board and said, hey, we've chosen you as one of our projects.
And Caritas hopes that they have its new food bank open by June 2nd. So coming up this week, we'll show you all the hard work that the Extreme team is putting in to make that happen. A simple observation at a basketball game led to life-changing gifts for a high school senior with cerebral palsy. Aaron Hawley brings us the story of a tight-knit community from Port Arkansas.
So I think I've been in Port A for 14 years.
That was a good set.
Most of his life as a Port Aransas Marlin.
We're all pretty much like a family. We've all known each other for years, so it's very tight-knit and close.
Sean Merritt says that tight-knit community has been there for him through all of life's challenges.
I was born with cerebral palsy, and I was diagnosed when I was about 1 or 2 years old.
Because of Sean's cerebral palsy, he's navigated through life in an electric wheelchair.
I've kind of learned to accept that it's more of a growing experience than it is something I should be upset about. It's something that kind of makes me more grateful for the smaller things.
But that chair had seen better days.
And the chair that he was currently in was in pretty bad shape. He's had it for a long time, got a good use out of it, but he needed an upgrade.
They say not all heroes wear capes. Sean's hero wears a badge and a walkie-talkie. Port Aransas ISD School Resource Officer Brett Boyer noticed the wear and tear on Sean's old wheelchair at a school basketball game back in October.
I went out and talked to some of my good friends and people of the neighborhood and the community and explained the situation, and before I could get past Sean Merritt, which is Sean's name, they were all in.
Officer Boyer surprised Sean with the gift at senior scholarship night.
It was exciting. It definitely caught me off guard, 100%. It's got Bluetooth speakers on it, which is also an upgrade.
Bluetooth connected.
And he's already been putting those speakers to the test.
And then it reclines. It's a little more lightweight.
Sean said his fancy new wheelchair will make the transition into college much smoother for him. But he'll never forget his roots right here in Port Aransas.
A home is where you make it, but it's the people that make it. That's what really is what makes it a home.
What a great story out of Port Aransas. Excuse me. Well, the Mariners extended their win streak today against the Padres. Coming up next in sports, the home run that lets one Mariner join a prestigious list of players.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Go to Lake Casino. Go to Lake Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
It's the Click It
RV Spokane pre-Memorial Day sales event. Huge manufacturers discounts from Forest River, StarCraft, and more. Get 0 down financing and no payment for 90 days. And get top dollar for your trade. And as our way of saying thank you, active military and veterans get a $500 parts and service card. And talk about giveaways. Win a StarCraft trailer or $30,000 in cash. And get a 65-inch TV with every purchase. Nobody beats a Click It RV deal. We guarantee it. So don't miss the Click It RV Spokane pre-Memorial Day sales event, May 18th to the 30th.
It's the big Memorial Day sale at More Furniture, and we're bringing you unbeatable savings on premium mattresses. Choose from brands like Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, and Sealy. During the Memorial Day sale, save up to $800 on select premium adjustable mattress sets. And for a limited time, get 72 months interest-free financing. That's 72 equal monthly payments with no interest and no money down. We'll also provide free white glove delivery and removal of your old mattress. Visit your local More Furniture today.
At Fred's Appliance, we've been locally owned and family operated since 1962. Founded by a veteran and built on service. This Memorial Day, we're offering big savings and top-rated appliances. Like this Frigidaire French door refrigerator. Save with this truckload special. Get over 35% off on this spacious stainless steel fridge. Don't miss your chance to bring home premium performance with Frigidaire. At Fred's, we still have the largest selection of in-stock, get-it-today inventory in the region.
These are real people seeking solutions to real pain.
I have plantar fasciitis.
My feet, my knees, hips, and back.
And then they were fit with Good Feet arch supports. Clinically proven. Significant pain relief in only 4 weeks.
I'm not feeling any pain. My heel, that's where I always feel it.
Pressure off your knees?
Yeah, actually. I didn't notice any pain in my back. I feel like I could walk all day in these.
Take back the life you love and book your personalized arch support fitting today.
Idaho's crown jewel ranked #1. A quick drive to Playtime Paradise. Tee off in style, then keep the fun going at the casino. Secure your tee time online at cdacasino.com/golf. Circling Raven Golf Club at Coeur d'Alene Casino Resort Hotel.
4 News Now is brought to you by WSECU.
The Spokane Chiefs played their final game of the season yesterday in the WHL Championship Series, but the team fell short of the title after reaching this point in the playoffs for the first time since 2008. It was a heartbreaking 4-2 loss to the Medicine Hat Tigers, who are now tied for the most WHL Championship wins in the entire league with 6 to their name. The Chiefs suffered their 3rd home loss in a row, allowing 15 goals just in those 3 games inside the arena this series. The offense had a little bit more of a spark than in the previous 2 outings with 2 third-period goals, but Tigers goaltender and now playoff MVP Harrison Mennigan held off the Chiefs' top line for long enough. The stat sheet was much closer than the final score, both teams with 36 shots on goal. And although the Chiefs miss out on a chance to compete for the Memorial Cup, this season still marks Spokane's most successful since 2008. The Mariners and the Padres are back at it in Petco Park down in California, although it looks like Seattle brought a little bit of rain with them. The Mariners won last night's game and are trying to take 2 in a row, but the Padres strike first with that Gavin Sheets home run. They get the first points and the first lead of the game in the 4th, but in comes big man Rowdy Tellez just an inning later into right center field. That ball is gone, and he joins the home run club of the day, ties things up in the 5th. Another unsurprising addition to the home run club today, Cal Raleigh. His ball is out of there for the 2nd night in a row, joining a more prestigious club. He's one of just 6 Mariners to score 15 home runs in 44 games or less. Mariners add a few more runs thanks to a Dylan Moore at bat, and they extend the lead and let it hold. They win again, 4-1. It continues tomorrow in San Diego. And after winning the first 3 games of the series, the struggle continues for the Spokane Indians. They dropped their 2nd game in a row today, but still have a chance to salvage the series with a win in the series finale tomorrow. Despite the loss, the Indians have moved above 500 in the early part of their season, and a lot of the credit is to this man, Jared Thomas. He's got a hot bat and quick feet right now. He earned his spot in Spokane after a solid start at Low A Fresno last season. He also leads the Northwest League with 46 hits and ranks 3rd in batting average, plus 1st on the Indians in runs. We spoke with the outfielder this week on what's gotten him off to such a strong start and what can be done to continue it through the heart of the Indians season.
I mean, that's the beauty of baseball, right? Baseball, it's got a mind of its own. It doesn't care. You know, baseball doesn't care, and we try to go put our best stuff out there every single night we can. We don't take these games for granted. That's for sure. You never know which one's going to be your last. So I leave it all on the field. I like to say I do. I think the rest of the team does a pretty good job of doing that as well.
The Indians have one more game in Eugene tomorrow before returning home to Spokane Tuesday for a 6-game series with the Tri-City Dust Devils, their second series this month. Gonzaga baseball earned a massive win today against Portland, earning them a #2 seed in the WCC postseason tournament. The next stop is Las Vegas for these Zags. They earn a first-week bye with their placement. They'll play the winner of LMU and Portland on Thursday. Well, tomorrow will be the last time you'll see the Spokane Velocity play at One Spokane Stadium for about a month. So if you want to get into one of those home games, now is the time. The first place squad in the USL League One have won the last 4 games and are getting ready to host the 4th place Richmond Kickers. Kickoff is tomorrow at 4 o'clock. That's going to do it for sports. 4 News Now will be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. A nice relaxing stay? We got you. Wanna be entertained? We got you. Wanna play golf all day? We got you. Go to Lake Casino. Go to Lake Casino. Winning is just the beginning.
If you're listening to this right now and you're suffering from numbness, tingling, burning pain in the hands, legs, and feet, pay close attention because you may be suffering from peripheral neuropathy.
What is neuropathy?
Peripheral neuropathy is actual nerve damage. Now, primarily we see this in the hands and feet and in the arms and legs.
What are the symptoms?
Symptoms of peripheral neuropathy are numbness, tingling, burning pain in the hands, legs, and feet, muscle cramps, and worst of all, balance problems that can lead to dangerous falls.
Is neuropathy treatable?
It is absolutely treatable, and we get some great outcomes.
If you're experiencing burning, tingling, numbness, coldness in your hands or feet, or having balance issues, call today for your nerve damage screening. Your screening will determine if you're at risk for serious complications and if you're a candidate for our innovative treatment program. Don't wait until your symptoms are so severe there's nothing that can be done. End-stage neuropathy leaves people confined to walkers, wheelchairs, and even amputation. The first 25 callers receive a free nerve damage screening. Act now and call to schedule your screening. First 25 callers receive the screening for free.
She was 12 in crisis.
Yet under hospital care, Sarah jumped to her death.
How do we stop it from happening again?
Teens in Crisis, coverage every family needs to see.
Beginning Monday, only on 4 News Now.
You expect more from your morning news. Good Morning Northwest delivers.
Scammer is posing as law enforcement.
Breaking news.
Immediate evacuation order.
A forecast that helps you plan your day.
Breezy today.
You expect more in the mornings. Good Morning Northwest delivers.
Change is always happening. It's part of life. Here at Xfinity, we want to do our part to keep one thing the same, with a 5-year price guarantee on our internet. So no matter how your other costs change, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi, with our best equipment included, for a price that stays exactly the same.
One of the most iconic bands in rock history, George Thorogood and the Destroyers, bring the Rock Party to the Coeur d'Alene Casino live Thursday, July 31st. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
The Medellin Falls Bigfoot Festival returns in June. Go to mfbigfoot.com.
Thanks for staying with us here. By this time next week, you and your family will be able to head to the Idaho-Montana border and ride down what's known as the crown jewel of the rail-to-trail conversion. And we're, of course, talking about the Route of the Hiawatha, which opens for the season on the 23rd. In this week's Air 4 Adventure, we're giving you a bird's-eye view of that beloved trail.
Welcome to the Hiawatha. The Hiawatha is America's most scenic rails-to-trails conversion. You've got condensed into a 15-mile, mostly downhill path. You've got 7 sky-high trestles, 10 tunnels, 9 of the tunnels which you ride through. And the first one, which you see here, is the Taft Tunnel. It's 1.661 miles long, and it is dark. Some of the tunnels are curved. Most of them are straight. Some of them are reinforced with cement, and others are just naturally left the way they were chipped out of the earth.
In St. Louis, we do a lot of bike riding on rails to trails, but let me just say, there's nothing like this there. It was terrific. Between the tunnels and the trestles, wow. We rode of this about 17 years ago, so not long after it opened. So we wanted to come back.
Well, I think some of the history is what I find really interesting, and the scenic beauty. So when you get up on top of Kelly Creek Trestle, which is the longest trestle, and it's also the highest at 230 feet up, you're able to look way up a valley and know that there was a mill at the far end. They built this railroad back in the day to harvest all the virgin timber that was here. This was known as the most beautiful section of railroad in the country when it was first established back in 1909.
Oh, it's just gorgeous.
Wow, that music bed, Jordan, that was something else there.
I loved it. I'm fired up.
I'm fired up as well. Good Saturday evening, everyone. Hope you've had a good start to your weekend. We do have shower activity. That cloudburst, though, has moved away from the parade goers. So we have another round. It looks like a quicker round, but still a little bit more shower activity on the way. Chilly evening, especially as we're in the Ides of May. My goodness, just a little past the Ides. So we have spotty shower activity. Again, T-storm chances have diminished. So that is some of the good news tonight. Chilly temperatures continue, warming trend next week, and breezy winds into tomorrow. So let's take a look at the radar. The entirety of the Northwest seeing just a little bit of shower activity. Look at all this electricity that came through the Tri-Cities area. Our region saw some earlier, like in the late afternoon hour, thunder and lightning that kind of died down, and luckily that occurred into our parade. So the biggest shower system has gone through. It went through Cheney, then went through downtown Spokane. We have another quick, looks like showerlet, but it is starting to die down as it's getting to Spokane. So maybe those parade goers will get a little bit luckier, a little bit more of a street view. That is the big shower that came through just about 20 minutes ago. Moved on, and now we're looking at more shower activity heading into our area tomorrow. So take a look at our forecast radar. We could see a little bit more as we get into the late hours, right around midnight. That's going to move on. But as we get to tomorrow morning, a little bit of a chance. But as we get to the early afternoon, better chance of shower activity. Then that's going to move on after the evening hours. And as we get into Monday, more shower activity in the late morning to the early evening hours. Could even see a little bit of thunder and lightning there as well. Kind of a little bit of a temper tantrum lately by the storms. So we are looking at things settling down as we get into the latter part of the week. Looks like starting on Tuesday. So winds definitely dying down. 14-mile-per-hour winds in Pullman. Tomorrow, 10 to 15-mile-per-hour winds, especially when those showers are coming through. As always, when showers come through, we see a little bit more winds. Look at these chilly temperatures, mostly mid to lower 50s. But we do have warmer temperatures on the way. It's not in this upcoming week. It is the week following. So this is the map for May 25th through the 31st. Above average temperatures for Spokane. So finally, we're looking at a little bit of relief from these cool temperatures. And again, it started about 3 weeks or 2 weeks ago with Bloomsday. And it's going to be about 3 weeks of these below average temperatures. Finally, getting a little bit right near it on Friday. So shower activity tomorrow, off and on shower activity for Monday as well. Then as we get to Tuesday, we're going to just slowly start to warm up. Our average for this time of year is 68. We'll finally get back to it after 3 weeks of being below it on Friday. And then by the weekend, we should be getting much nicer, possibly mid-70s the week following. That sounds pretty good to me, Jordan.
Well said. A nice break from the rain there, too. I'm going to love that. Well, a multi-million-dollar grant that could help communities prepare for extreme heat and wildfire smoke is now on hold. That grant would pay for new HVAC systems and air conditioning in community buildings, calling them resilience hubs, including the Carl Maxey Center in East Spokane.
Strengthen those facilities so they can be places of refuge during really intense heat or wildfire smoke, so that they can be places that people can ride out the heat if they don't have air conditioning or if they don't have a way of cleaning their air.
That money would also provide heat pumps to low-income homes and fund public education about extreme weather risks. The Gonzaga Climate Institute says it's exploring legal options to bring these resources to Spokane and other communities in need. Wildfire season is approaching, and communities across the inland Northwest are preparing for what could be a difficult summer. Recent federal layoffs could leave fire crews short-staffed, raising the concerns about emergency response. Earlier this year, the federal government laid off many U.S. Forest Service workers who often handle efforts to fight fires behind the scenes, things like logistics, finances, and planning. Local fire districts and the State Department of Natural Resources now face greater pressure to fill those gaps.
To prevent and be ready and respond requires everyone, local fire districts, the State Department of Natural Resources, and the federal government. And when there's chaos and disruption at the federal government, it just means the rest of us have to step up more.
State leaders are reminding everyone that fire safety starts at home. For tips on prevention and preparation ahead of wildfire season, head to our website, KXLY.com. Stay with us. 4 News Now will be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Luxurious Karastan flooring, the flooring you need to live beautifully. With the National Karastan Month Journey into Savings event, enjoy savings with style. Experience the luxury of Karastan.
2 locations, Flooring Outlet and Sandpoint Furniture Carpet One.
What does it mean to be here for good? It means being here for the artists who dream, the shop owner who knows your order by heart, and the mentors who leave a lasting impact. Here for singing Take Me Out to the Ball Game and big comeback stories. Here for the long haul from Omak to Sandpoint to Baker City. Here for your family, your neighbors, for you. STCU. Here for good.
Living in Spokane means living with unpredictable weather, which makes your HVAC system the most important part of your home's comfort. Thankfully, Mainstream offers complete maintenance plans and emergency services to keep you comfortable in your home. With Mainstream, you can trust that your home comfort is in good hands, and your worries are a thing of the past. Contact Mainstream today for $50 off your service call. We are Home Services. We are Mainstream.
You'll love Yachtly Crew, a 7-piece SoCal band who has started a nationwide yacht rock craze. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, July 3rd. George Thorogood and the Destroyers bring their roof-shaking rock party to the Coeur d'Alene Casino live Thursday, July 31st. Winter Music Nashville's multi-platinum star Gabby Barrett is an unstoppable force in country music and will be live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, August 14th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
We are bringing caring for the person who is dying back into their own family.
It's all about the person that's leaving this world, but it's equally about the family.
With the necessary supports to assure their comfort, symptom management, and accompaniment as they walk through those final days that for many can be very scary. With caring support can really be the fullness of living as a person dies.
Welcome back in a live look out at the Lilac Parade, and we see some things going on through there. Fantastic. So luckily the rain has stopped. We do expect some little showers for the next hour or so, but for your Sunday, let's get you ready for tomorrow. Off and on showers. Sydney asked, is it going to rain in the morning? Yes, good chance of it. And we'll see rain throughout the evening hours. One last look at the radar. And again, we're looking at one last push of rain coming in the next hour for Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, even looking a little bit at Cheney. So kind of a rainy evening, but darn it, like our reporter Alex, she did a great job persevering through the rain.
Yes.
I'm sure all the parade goers are doing the same.
Absolutely. Did it without an umbrella. The most impressive thing I've seen. So didn't get blown away.
Well said.
All right. Thanks for staying with us here. We'll see you tomorrow for another special edition of 4 News Now.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.